What are you listening to?
Oh, you know, some typical truck tunes.
Oh, nice.
The Ram Rebel is like the dream college truck. It's got everything a truck driver may aspire to do to their truck, but Ram does it for you. It's got massive 33-inch tires. It's raised an inch over the regular Ram 1500, an optional V8 engine, a bass-heavy audio system, and it's got hood stripes. Everyone knows hood stripes add at least 10 horsepower each. I know many may argue the Ford Raptor is the dream truck. Yeah, it doesn't have racing shocks or 10 million auxiliary switches on the center console, but does a Raptor sound like this? The Ram Rebel really wants you to know what it is. It's got Ram written in huge font in the front and back. It's got a twin snorkel hood. It's not actually functional, but it looks cool. The front and rear bumpers are even solid steel. The truck I have today has this sweet Mojave Sand Rebel package, which gets you this awesome Mojave Sand exterior color and those hood stripes. Owning a truck myself, I constantly hear complaints about having to climb into my truck. With the 4-corner air suspension on the Ram Rebel, I can actually lower the suspension before getting in right on the key fob. On the inside, unlike the typical Rebel, the Mojave Sand package replaces the radar red accents with more subdued black and gray elements, and I think it looks really good. I love the attention to detail on this interior, the stitching on the dash and door panels. Embedded on the seats is even the same exact tire pattern as the tires used on the Ram Rebel. One detail I'm not the biggest fan of is this shifter. Everything about this truck is so brash and strong and loud, and then you have this rotary shifter. Instead of the column or center console shifter, you get this rotary knob to shift gears. And honestly, it feels more like operating a washing machine than changing gears. You have your pearly whites, your rinse cycle, your neutral colors, and your delicate setting. It's fine to use, and I'm sure I'd get used to it if I owned this truck. But in a truck that is trying so hard to be masculine and tough, this rotary knob found in other FCA products just seems so out of place here. What does amaze me about this interior is the amount of clever storage cubbies found all over this cabin. 2 glove boxes, a deep 2-layered armrest, a place to put your phone, a flat floor here, a place to put someone else's phone. Aww. Storage spot here, 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 and here. Shoot, this is outside. What's also really nice about this interior is how easy the technology is to use. You have this big 8.4-inch touchscreen that houses FCA's Uconnect system, and it's probably one of the easiest to use systems in the industry. It's nicely laid out, the graphics are nice and crisp, and it's really quick to respond to your inputs. On the road, the Ram Rebel feels massive. No matter if you're in the lowest setting of the air suspension or in full-on douche mode, I mean off-road mode, you have a commanding view of the road. You really feel like you own the road in this truck. But steering this truck is definitely not its strongest attribute on the road. Sometimes I'm driving this truck and I honestly feel like there's mud stuck in the steering rack. I turn the steering wheel and I feel like it takes the vehicle a second to respond to that input. I do have to say I've been lucky enough to drive the Ram Rebel and Power Wagon off-road in Arizona on some really technical trails, and it felt completely at home there. On the road, I can't really say the same thing, but that's not really what it's made for. Probably my favorite thing about driving this truck is the 5.4 liter HEMI V8 engine under the hood. It's got 395 horsepower and 411 pound-feet of torque. And that's paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And I love the way it operates. This thing moves. You do have the option of getting a 3.6 liter V6, but why would you get that in this truck? To me, getting the 3.6 liter V6 in this is a little bit like getting pizza without the sauce. It's not pizza anymore, it's just cheese bread. The V8 just matches the personality of this truck perfectly. It's just so loud and muscular and sounds so good. And that's why I buy the Hemi. In my 2015 Chevy Silverado, there are portions of this freeway where I'm just jostling up and down and just completely regretting that I got a truck in the first place. This just rides miles better. For a truck, this is a really smooth and cushy ride. It's also fairly quiet inside. At highway speeds, you do hear some wind noise, probably coming from these massive side mirrors, and a little bit more tire roar than the average half-ton truck. But it's fairly subdued considering these are serious off-road tires. Overall, this is one beast of a truck. The Ram Rebel just has this empowering personality and makes you feel like you can go anywhere in the world with this truck. At a base price of $47,000, I feel like you're getting a pretty good package. Although I do have to admit, the one I've been testing this week runs for $56 grand. It's really all the truck you'll ever need, plus a whole lot more.
Let's go.
What are you listening to?
Also, take a look.